James Gunn's DCU has run into some very big rough weather at the box office at its very second outing with the much hyped SuperGirl. The critics' reviews, the fan reaction, and the audience indifference is scathing. What went wrong, and why some very wrong choices made led to the sinking of the movie as soon as it hit the big screen. Just looking at some of the critics' reviews, they are not holding back at all. SuperGirl significantly underperformed its estimated box office collections in both the US and international market. It collected $38 million at the domestic US market versus an estimated $50 million and a total gross of only $68 million versus an estimated $75 to $82 million globally. Here are 5 things that became clear from this weekend's box office collapse. The depressed alcoholic hero trope is overdone, and this was the first thing we pointed out in our review of the final trailer when it came out a couple of weeks ago. It serves no purpose, not in the comic book universe. The filmmakers hinted at a dark streak to Supergirl's character and placed a loaded gun on the table, and as suspected, it fizzled and was a source of huge disappointment, as we can clearly see from all the initial reviews. To add on to the point above, superhero movies are based on comic books which are colorful, joyful and fun, and not based on 1000-page literary tomes with dark, moody themes aimed at winning literary awards and then be stacked away at the back of the library unread. Ever since success of Nolan's Batman and the Joker, this dark theme has become a fashion. Frankly, the dark theme works specifically with Batman because, well, his Batman works at night in the dark and not for all comic book characters. Superman, on the other hand, is bright colors and sunny outlook. It worked for the original Superman trilogy and even for Superman last year, so why abandon it for Supergirl when the source for this movie, Woman of Tomorrow, is also a very colorful comic book? So please stop with dark visuals and brooding themes for superhero movies unless the subject matter or the superhero character specifically requires it. Else, keep it bright and cheerful. In the final trailer review, we made a point of the trailer being chaotic, and judging from the initial reviews, the whole movie is like that, chaotic and jumbled with no clear direction of where it wants to go and what it wants to do. And that is because the movie tried to be too many things all at once. It is based on the comic Woman of Tomorrow. But then, thinking that wasn't enough, they tacked on 2 quests on top, a John Wick style quest for Supergirl to save her dog Crypto and a True Grit style quest for the girl companion Ruthai who seeks to avenge her family, both quests leading to the same villain Krem. They should have picked one quest for one movie. Overstuffing only destroys the flow and fabric of the story being told on the screen. And finally, another point we made in the final trailer review. The character of Supergirl itself is not a major DC character. Therefore, a movie based on that character was not going to be a major draw for the core DC fans either, who expectedly didn't show any enthusiasm to turn up for the movie. This actually brings up a larger point. The overwhelming audience for comic books and superheroes are male. Almost every male viewer here can remember reading comic books and idealizing superheroes as kids, and every male and female viewer can vouch that they never saw girls ever going for comic books or idealizing superheroes. Therefore, standalone female-led superhero movies are at a disadvantage because women aren't interested in them and won't turn up, and male viewers will only really turn up to really famous female superheroes. So the expectations for this movie based on a middling, derivative, not very well known character should have been modest at best, not overhyped. Maybe this character should have appeared in many DC films over the years as supporting actor and built up its popularity before being given its own standalone movie. But that's just my opinion. What do you think about it? Have you seen the movie? What are your thoughts? Please tell us in the comments below.